I wanted to film a slightly different video and a little bit of an informative video for people who are thinking about living in a tiny house and you don't want to give up your beauty. Transitioning from a house to our tour boat, obviously she was a tour boat before we turned her into a home, it raised a few questions for me how I would maintain my beauty routine. I like my hair to look nice. I've recently had to have a lot chopped off, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. But if you are thinking about living in a tiny house or a narrow boat, I think this video might help. When we first decided to move onto the boat, I decided to transition to my natural hair colour because I couldn't work out a way of dyeing my hair. And I went through a little bit of a nightmare, a bit of a process, and I had way too much bleach put on it, and with the toner it didn't last. So I've gone back to dyeing my hair and I've worked out the best way of doing it. And for me, the best way of doing it is using a bucket in the bath, colouring my roots as normal because I just colour my roots, I don't colour all my hair all the time, and then I will wash it off and then I will pour the water into our Elsan. And if you don't know what an Elsan is basically a toilet that then you empty in your local marina or a marina or facility along the side of a towpath. You get them everywhere and it's super easy. So that is the easiest way for me to do it. Ian did say to me at one point maybe I could book in to like an Airbnb or a hotel, and I was like, it's a bit drastic. Every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks when I colour my roots, because my hair grows really fast, it's easier to do it and actually pour the stuff down the Elsan. So that works a treat. The other thing is obviously hair tools. We do have 240 watt on the boat, and I love to use my GHDs. I tend to use these every single day, and I also use my Dyson Airwrap. Absolutely love using these. They are my go-to tools every single day. They produce such beautiful curls and it's not a problem when you live in a tiny house. But there are times when you want to save power or not use it up, or if it's a very cloudy day in the summer and we are basically not getting any solar's not producing a lot of electricity, or if we're hooked up to a shoreline and we want to save on electricity and just be a bit mindful, I use these gas powered Babyliss hair tools. These are amazing, and even if you don't live on a boat, these are really handy to pop in your handbag and you can use them whenever you want. And just with a click of a button like that, they light and they have a gas powered cell. So they have an energy cell inside them, and these are super amazing. The energy cells last ages. The first one of these I had, I think, lasted me about 6 months, and I was using it sort of 2 or 3 times a week, and they produce such beautiful curls. So I've got the hair straighteners in these, I've got the smaller barrel curler, and I have got the larger barrel. They cost about £20 from Amazon, and I swear these are a game changer if you live in a tiny house. So ladies, if you're like me and you want to live off grid but you don't want to keep going to your hairdresser, I highly recommend looking into getting and purchasing a halo hair extensions. These are the things that I use all the time because I love my hair to look a little bit thicker and a little bit denser, and I generally will wear them either to lengthen my hair or to give my hair a little bit more fullness. These also help if you don't want to have to keep going to your hairdresser and having your hair repositioned. So like if you have to go to your hairdresser every few months and having your beads or your hair extensions repositioned, these mean you can actually take these in and out within seconds yourself each day. These ones are actually my own brand, SLB Hidden Hair. I used to sell these in my salon, and they were one of the biggest and most popular things that my girls used to come in for me for. I still sell them occasionally. If you go and check out SLB Style on Instagram, you can message me and I can colour match you, and these range from about £100 to £150. hope that has really helped you guys. If you're thinking about living in a tiny house or you want to live off grid, I hope these tips will help you and it will help you maintain your hair beauty routine.